Apple hit another 52-week high, coming in at $274.14. It ran off of earnings. They were estimated to bring in $102.23 billion, and they actually took in $102.47 billion, in part thanks to the iPhone 17. So congratulations if you made some money off of this ticker. I talked about this on Wednesday, the 29th, the day before they reported earnings, and this was where we are. We gapped up on earnings right here, and look at this. This wick took us all the way to 274.14. And what happens, as I always say, it will sell off if you hit certain parameters, 2, 3, or 4 standard deviations. And today I did not extend out the deviations, but I just wanted to show you what resistance here at 2 looks like, and then boom. And then people took their profits and they ran, they locked in, and they left. And then we bled out down to support. Here's your clear area of support, support, support. And when you hit those lines, you anticipate and expect a buy-in. And that's exactly what happened. Of course, the calculations will also reset. So don't forget that. But we hit all the way up to here, didn't quite make it, and then fell back down to the middle of the trend. This is the median where price sits and grinds, or it will retreat down to support or hit resistance. Now I talked about this gap, and we are clearly moving away from it. That will take us down to 260.290. And here's your clear sell signal, your clear sell signal, and obviously there. Now let's take a look at this on the, and we have gaps to the downside here as well. Let's take a look at this on the daily. What does the RSI say? Option R. We are getting overextended, so watch out for that. We could go a little higher and then start to roll over. But looking left, it looks like we hit this level and then cracked. So we're not there yet, but we may not get there. This used to be in my gap and go trades, and so I stopped tracking it on a weekly basis, but I still do continue to track it because this is my largest individual holding. And I am sitting pretty. All right, that's the daily. The weekly, I really should consider taking some off, trimming some of it, but it's just so hard for me to sell. All right, I'm going to just delete this line because it's not part of my gap and go trades anymore, whereas those lines were. So we have some room to go to the upside before crossing over to the downside, and that will happen, which means price will also fall in line. So the highest we went on the weekly, it looks like right here at 90. And on the monthly, we're getting frothy as well. For the monthly, I wrote myself some notes here. If you lose track of where your favorites bar or tab is, just hit the star and it'll disappear and it will reappear. I want this line, that is, it looks like the highest point we reached, and that was 90.35. So on the monthly, where are we? I know it's hard to see, but so we're even beyond what I drew out, so I would have to extend the line. So yeah, that is getting super frothy. And on the weekly, okay, that's wrong because they've allowed it, but only at a market order. That's wrong. I was so mad at them for changing something about